Hey again, David Phillips, attorney. One of the most frequent questions we get asked is what is the difference between a Chapter 13 and a Chapter 7 bankruptcy? In the bankruptcy law, you have Chapter 7s for individuals that are trying to discharge or get rid of debt. This is generally going to be for things like medical bills, maybe car loans that went back and were repoed. Maybe your home was foreclosed and you still owe money. Even loan companies, any unsecured debt that you may have is potentially something you could discharge or no longer have to pay. The exceptions to that would generally be things like taxes, child support, student loans, things of that nature. But for the most part, most of your unsecured debts can be discharged in a Chapter 7 in generally most cases. If you file a Chapter 13 case, it is quite a bit different in that you're not attempting so much to get rid of debt as you are to try to pay at least some of the debt back. In some instances, Chapter 13s will allow you to pay all of the debt back. That would be a 100% plan. In other cases, you may only be able to pay a portion of the debt back, say a 20% plan, which would mean that 80% of the debt was discharged, just like in a Chapter 7. In Chapter 13, you're generally going to be more concerned with your secured creditors, meaning things like cars, houses, maybe furniture, things that you have purchased on credit and you don't want to lose those back to the creditor. You may be behind on those type items, and you would be able to put together a plan in most cases that would allow you to catch up the back payments and go ahead and keep that property. In Chapter 7, generally, if you're not able to maintain the payments on secured creditors like houses, car loans, furniture loans, then you're going to lose that property back to the creditor. But if there was any deficiency still owing after the property was taken back, you would discharge that and no longer owe it. So both of the chapters have a discharge at the end. In Chapter 7, it's fairly quick, about 90 days or so, and you receive a discharge in a lot of the cases. In Chapter 13, it can be anywhere from 3 to 5 years before you get a discharge that accomplishes about the same thing as it did in the Chapter 7, but hopefully you were able to keep things that you didn't want to lose that might have occurred had you filed Chapter 7. I hope this gives you some good information about Chapter 7 and 13. Please feel free to call our offices at any time. We do respond to emails promptly if that's your wish, and we'd be more than happy to see if we could be of assistance. Thanks till next time.